Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of MandelSoft Plays SimCity 4 live. And again, we are playing at the Noro region. And yeah, it's been a while, and I think that it looks like this project is a bit in hiatus because due to real life syndrome for most of the participants, and for me it was also due to a lot of work for promods for ATS2, but since that is got a bit yeah got a bit stuck due to technical reasons. We are so I also just played SimCity 4 last day, and I have done some inspiration in on my trip into America from from the past few weeks. So it was time to pick this game up again and start another stream. I did do something off camera. I have laid down quite some zoning here. If you may notice that this is a grid. This is yeah, I've seen quite some grids while I was in the USA. It was really astonishing. I've never seen such a grid before, so extensively spread out throughout the city. I've been to New Orleans, Houston, and Lafayette, and also to Panama. Not Panama City, Florida, but really the Central American country of Panama. So yeah, that was the last 3 weeks, a study trip. But okay, while I'm loading this, while the city's loading, I think I will tell you some things when I was there. Yeah, it was also my first time in America, and America, yeah, it's a pretty odd country to me as a European. For instance, when I was at the supermarket, I think it was those typical huge American malls, the Walmart. One thing that was striking for me is that they sell things in huge quantities. I mean, who needs a gallon of what was the gallon of fizzy drinks for just a whole gallon of fizzy drinks in your refrigerator? It doesn't even fit in my refrigerator at home. It's really strange. And meat of selling meat by 4 pounds or for 2 kilograms. It was the quantities were just huge. Blast! I can't plant trees. What's this thing again? Oh well. Then I will plant trees later. Right. Okay, so we've built a few parks here and some facilities and quite some zoning. As you see, this is actually a perfectly planned out grid of exactly 6x6 tiles here, and every 3 streets you have a road. So this is actually a very consistent grid, except for points like here, or with this diagonal avenue going right through the middle. So I thought, well, this could be nice. So such a completely planned out grid. So, let's see. I think I have half developed, but I still need the other half to be developed. So one thing is I need some bridge over here. Let's see, maybe I could extend this avenue and let it end there. Yeah, I think I will do that. Right. Cross here. And then make a bridge. One thing, I was in Houston, and one thing that I was striking is that Actually, the highways were pretty bumpy. It was pretty bumpy, and what was that it went up and down because every time it crossed the motorway across the road, it they built a bridge, and so they went up and down, which is really strange to me because where I live, it's usually the other way around, where the roads are built over the motorway, and the motorway itself is quite flat. It's not an old area. It's what I just built with the grid. That's actually what I built yesterday. Wanted to use the grid for a change. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing it's not the most aesthetically pleasing road layout, but well, it's quite common in America, so I was thinking that I should apply it somewhere. New Orleans was full of grids, Houston was full of grids, even some towns in Panama were full of grids. So yeah, I've seen them a lot the past few weeks. Let's see, how can I let this road cooperate? This lampposts in the way. Right there. Right, and no, that's one tile prior. Right, nice avenue overpass. Yeah, it can more nice. Just a slight change. If I just make this piece also elevated. And this. Right. Okay, nice. Okay, then we can let it cross the edge here. Well, I'm kind of used to the lot versions of the hole diggers, so therefore I use them instead of the possibly space version. This doesn't look all too right. Let's see if we can make it more fancy. Maybe a roundabout. changes that you have to connect first all the way through. I don't know if there's a draggable transition of this one. Oh well. Just place it here. I think there are no draggable variants of these ones yet. No, I think I just have to read it a little bit. Transitions, or are those transitions again? Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's see. Can we place a starter here? Okay, nice. That works out nicely. Okay, we have this part of the city connected to the rest. I think also what I've seen when I try to run the city is that we have a little bit of shortage of power. So I think we need some extra power plants. This one is a little bit too much. It's nicely here. And there was another one. We also had some water shortages. Some cows. Okay, how much is this one? Oh, ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. I think we also need a cleaning installation. This one makes us always seem to work the best. Here's okay. This is okay. And we also need one in this industrial area. Somewhere where it fits. Keyword where it fits. Just a tad big for one zone. Maybe just falls within the thresholds. Okay, but if you see here, I have already built enough grids. But I think I will just continue with here for a bit. So we have this part connecting up with SCamp. I think I also had some kind of rectangular grid here, so I think I will start this zone in here. This. Yeah, I know that roundabouts are not coming in the US, but I think they look fancy. I've once been in the US on, I think in New Orleans. I was such a typical grid street. I noticed actually how bad it actually works for traffic flow. Just where this really doesn't work that night. It was, you had to stop like every 3 or 4 streets. Like they get a green light here, you drive, you have to stop here again, you have to stop here again, you have to stop here again, and it just doesn't really flow that nicely. It just holds you up. Like there is a little hierarchy in the road system, which is pretty to the opposite of what I'm used to in most parts of Europe. Let's see. We'll keep this at free. Wait a minute. Okay. 3 here. 3 there, and if you wanted to go 3 here, you can only build this far. So actually, well, grids may be a quite easy option to expand your city. It really doesn't work well for the traffic flow. It's actually quite horrid, and it's also bad for public transport options. Oh no, wait, else no, that was my mistake. It's actually not that bad, but the way American cities are spread out are actually bad for public transport, because these cities are so spread out. It's hard for a public transit company to get enough customers on their public transit, because people consider that public transit is spread out too much. If you play station, it's there, because the area is so big. So I'm not so much fan of the whole suburbanization process that happened in the USA. This is actually quite the opposite of what I've seen in Sweden, which also has quite some space like the US, but they tend to have better city planning. They try to use their abundance of space better. And streets. here. It's also quite of an art to make grids look good in SimCity 4. I mean, you can just make a grid with the normal zoning tool like this, but you always get these weird kinds of grids that don't really fit well together. So I tend to build grids like this so I have full control over them. And it often gives a better result. Let's see if I have more messages on Twitch. Only one message. Let's build a diagonal street here. And this interchange gets really closed in now with development. So once was completely in the middle of nowhere, and now it's in the middle of the city, a big suburb, which is nice if you've seen the whole transition. Volts. So 6 times. Right. The zone will work out this way. Right. 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 Nope. Right. Wonderful. Alright. Okay, this looks good. I think I want to put some more shops along this road here. Provide people some jobs. Continue this pattern on the other side. Okay. Zone here and zone there. And zoning goes on everywhere. Excellent. I just need to place a school. School and Hadley Consolidated Elementary. Eisenhower Elementary will do. Though it's not a that big of a zone. Side. Lincoln. This one fits better in the grid. about healthcare? How about it? Clinic. Out of range of any clinic. So maybe heal. This area also misses a clinic. Right. Let's get these people healthy. Right. Save. Okay, it's saved. So now we have this part of the city ready, and we only have about this much of the city just we need to sell. I think I will want some industrial zones out here, and maybe a little bit here, but I want also to keep this for residential developments along the river. And I think I want to go for a more creative street pattern here. Grids car are getting a bit boring. What's wrong with being awesome? Really, what's wrong with being awesome with game? This game. Right. I'm just building at random, seeing what things appear in front of me. Maybe something fun turns out. Okay, maybe a little bridge here. Cannot place any network on this type of terrain. Too bad. You might see this kind of street violence in America. I think we do see that. You do see in the Netherlands with districts that are built in the 70s or 80s. Those districts are nice. Okay, this one follows the terrain quite nicely. No. Building at random is fun. You never know what you end up with. I can imagine people getting lost in this area. Maximum number of interchanges on a rural highway in a large town recommend in a suburban area. I would say about 2 or 3. I will always keep them out 1 or 2 kilometers apart. It's about a quarter to half town or our city town. Though I can even do it with less. I think in this entire city there are 1, 2, 3 interchanges, and those are all. This one is one major through road. No other interchanges. So this looks like an ibbly wibbly wobbly street pattern, but I think we need some kind of road through it. So draw one. Another ibbly wibbly waypoint. I just use diagonals only if you can also use far. Darn it. Drag car is an invention of the 931, so if you haven't seen it yet, you really haven't played SimCity 4 in a while. It's glorious. Just glorious. Just look at all these streets I'm building and all this is draggable. Okay, let's see if we can zone this thing we just created. Right. Mm, zoning is a bit challenging, but not less satisfying. Yeah, zoning these kinds of areas are a bit harder than your regular SimCity 4 districts. It's also not the most efficient zoning. Let me just make sure everything works. Yeah, I see a few areas where the zoning doesn't work out. And here we have small shop. Otherwise it will complain that it has no road connection. And we don't want to have that. I like organic city planning. It looks so much more unique. Oh, um, yeah. We could use a park here only. I don't really have the right park pieces, I think. Or we can always try. Just see what we have. No, fillers are stopping a bit here. I don't have really have much park fillers here in my menu. Let's see what we can do. Is break down this street and build a nice pond here. I can fit it in. This. Red arrow bug. I think we need to flatten this out first. Otherwise we get a really strange looking bumpy canal. Too rough terrain. Okay. It works out well. Corner. Streets. Nice. A nice pond here, and maybe near 1-2. Flatten this first. That looks nice. I think we'll see school somewhere, but place it later when I have the other half of the district ready. We are only halfway now, I think. Just use some invisible zoning to let the cycle here continue. Actually, we're less than halfway. But that doesn't matter. That means that we just can build more. Yay! Yeah. I was thinking, well, that we moving the road here. Connect up here with this avenue. Somewhere like here. Right. Okay, going a bit ahead. Merge development here. Why is it that slip lanes do not have arrows on the road, but on avenues they do? Right. What slip lanes? Or do you mean turning lanes? Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah, the slip lane pieces. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I think that one was always an oddball. Don't know what went into the decision making there. say, oh yeah, that's an annoying bug. Always also happens to me. So yeah. Right. Slowly but surely this sound is spinning up a little dead end street. We'll do that here too. Right. Now we have a nice degree. Some nice curvy roads. HQ wants to FQ. So I think we need to build an industrial zone here. Something similar to this. Start here. And then we'll start with the grids. And this is a perfect 6x6 grid. Oh, nice! This road exactly matches up to the 6x6 grid. That's nice. Oh no, that part doesn't. Another modification. Right. 40. 40. I'm gonna leave that accelerator there. Change. Okay, that's nicely for an industrial zone. Turn on your grid. Well, it's barely visible at this high level. Forty-five, 40, 45, 40. Oh, it's this one's too much. 40, 40, 40. What? This doesn't line up that much. That huge. Okay, it still accepts the flex curve. Nice. Okay, this one also fits in the grids. Okay. 40, 40, 40, 40. I know this with 6x6 could, one switch costs exactly 40 sim dollars. So I can keep track on how large this grid is going to be. Hmm. Right, and now we have an industrial zone. Following grids. Hmm. Although I don't think it's too nice to get much industry here. Scratch the plan. I think I will expand the industry on the other side of the road. I think in the end this is a better plan. Maybe this is the residential area. Right, got the street here. We'll start the industrial area from here. How many people are in chat? 16. I've seen more. And the zoning continues. Okay, nice. Let's have some education here. It's the best place. Here. And we have legal state here. Healthcare seems okay, but I think I will put in the clinic. Right here. No, this bit of okay. Just in case this crash the desktop might happen, I just save my city. Let's see how long I've been busy with this session. Already 1 hour. I think it would be about a good time to wrap up the stream. There's not much left to develop. I'll add some turn lanes later here and here, but the thing I will do is give it a full save, just with a reach view update, and just give it a test run before. So we can see how it would look like in the end and what would happen if we would grow the city. I will not save it again when it's fully grown, because I will postpone that for later. It's off, and let's see, we speed up the timer. Let's see what happens. They do have some commercial development starting. And I think once every 3 months it freezes because the seasons change. So in the meantime I can see reactions. Twitch, there are no messages on Twitch. Okay, so we see some industry starting up. Not many residentials. 148 inhabitants. I think we can crank this up to about 30 or 40,000, maybe even more. So yeah, there we see our first residents. And they all can't find their way. How great. We go past gas station because we have so many motorways in our region. We do want seems to get anywhere. It looks like this road is broken by the motorway. It's okay. Well, that's okay. It's quite some industry problem. I see that the expenses are much larger than the income because we have not many zones grown. There's residential development in this area, these areas. It concentrates on one of the edges. Oh, and here, in the gridded area. Okay, let's do here. Oh, it's nice. Region view. Okay, 1,500 inhabitants. Starting to grow. Still looks a bit empty. Oh, but we are only 6 months on the way. It's hard to continue such a grid through this kind of landscape, but I've tried it here. So you get pretty weird results. Okay, now we see some development. Complete blocks are developing. Nice. The grid makes it feel all American. You drive a tour now. I think if you drive a tour, it will slow the development of the city down even further. And then it will really take forever. And it's now only about 11 months on the way. see. Can we get a overview of the... No, I think we can't get an overview. That's a bit difficult to take this one. Ooh! See how much industry has grown yet. Abandoned due to long commute times. What? What? Okay, this is what happens here. People move in, and then they suddenly find out, hey, we can't get a job, and then leave town. How weird this game works. Here in the non-grid area, no one wants to live, everyone wants to live in the grid. Oh, yeah. People do want to live here. Silly Sims. AI doesn't want to grow that fast. I think it's putting a real strain on the game, developing so many zones at such a short time span. But if I see what the date says, we are only 1 year underway and we already have like 6,000 inhabitants. Abandoned. Abandoned. Every single house here is abandoned. What the f... Some of these houses, they don't even care to show that they are abandoned. Oh no, this one is not abandoned. Sims are pretty stupid. Great city planning. Alright. Okay. This looks like one of the more successful neighborhoods. So, moral of the story, you can start with the grid, but it grows quickly, but it also abandons quickly. Hmm. Right. It's not really growing that quickly. But do we have some traffic? Do we have some traffic here? No traffic on the motorways. We only have traffic with trucks leaving town. Of course. And this is all. I think this one is something with like Helgic would build in such apartment. No, but I really don't like the design of this one. But I had to build some bypass lanes here to this cloverleaf. It is staying a bit too long, so I think I will leave it with this episode. So for everyone who was with me, thank you for watching this episode, and I think I'll see you next time. I will put this on YouTube in a minute.